The cavalry's here, ladies and gentlemen! Boop, boop, boop!
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Vectra. This evening we're joined by Justin from Vehicle Tech Mobile. So hi Justin.
Hello.
Nick for porting the gearbox onto the engine. Justin's just repairing a brake line to the right front just before we put the engine in to make it nice and easy. And then the plan tonight is to get that in there.
Make this simple on you. Point to one thing that shows that you're taking workplace safety seriously.
Yeah, we've got a safety officer. Hey, Vinny! Yeah!
Oh, it's getting close. It's getting close. Ah.
All engines were that easy to put in.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The engine is in the bay. Move out of the way, Jay.
Stuck right in there. LED.
Get out of the way.
Many LEDs.
Get out of the way. Look at it. There she is. Woo. Happy?
It's not making vroom vroom noises.
It's a long way off making brum brum. Look at all the room for activities. So yeah.
Really annoying.
Engine's in!
Hey, let's wrap that.
Right then, summary guys. Engine's in.
Just in case you didn't know, because they're engraved underneath.
Gen V. So yeah, look. Engine in. Completed it, mate. We've just been faffing and divulging into how we're going to make this manifold, inlet manifold work. It's kind of the wrong manifold, but it will work, but everything's a little bit close to the old servo. Obviously we're not running a pedal box yet because again funding and things like that, therefore it's making do at the moment. So it's all very close to cylinder one, so we're going to have to try and do something to stop foreign objects going in there. But look at it, all the fuel rails on. Just got to couple it up with some pipe work to the regulator and return pipes. Alternator, we'll need to figure out the belt configuration because we're not running the power steering pump that's now used to be set down there. Manifold's near, it will just bolt up. Obviously we need to do something with the exhaust system, and then we retrofitted the gear linkage in, and it turns out, you can't see it, where's the torch? Let's see if we can get a torch in there. So this here bracket hasn't really got anything to sit on, so we've either got to make something, or I'm just talking to a couple of guys on the Facebook forums and stuff to see if there's another linkage set up that will bolt to the gearbox. But everything else mounts. It mounts to there, mounts over here. It's just this bracket which is needed to obviously fix its secondary point as such. So but yeah, bloody good job done. Boys have done a cracking job. Happy, Steph? Yeah, he's always happy. Always happy when we're playing with race cars. And then it's all just the little stuff like working out how the linkages join together, throttle position sensor's got to go in here somewhere, how we're going to get the throttle cable to, you know, pull all the throttle in so we get full throttle and all that jazz. So
Beanie job, put the cable in there, right?
it's yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. We need to sort out radiator as well. We have got this alley one. Steph's like, we'll just get another one. There wasn't anything wrong with the cooling system on the car before.
The one that actually fits.
Yeah, I know that, but it's nice big and alley, isn't it? So, but yeah.
It don't fit.
We can make it fit.
Oh, sorry, I've written this off completely. It's got a hole in it. Look, you can't run this.
Okay then, so there we go.
Look at this.
Is it?
What happened down there? The fins are gone, but I think
that's probably where a fan was.
Might leaked at one point, I think. I think we can bin that.
No. Oh well, there we go. That answers that question. Right. Well, yeah. So other than that,
It's looking pretty awesome.
It's yeah. Oh, big job done. So yeah, just a faffing now, and then hopefully it won't be very long when we send it up to Spark, where they can put wiry magic in there, and we can start thinking about turning her over.
Hey guys, we're back on another night at the Vectra. Nick's back round. Say hello, Nick.
Hello, Nick.
So tonight, so far, we've got this corner on. It's almost the front bumper done. To do this black bit, but unfortunately it's wider than the roll. And I'd rather get the roof done and all the big bits first, just in case I don't want to reel it all out and then cut a sliver off and then not have enough for other stuff. And we'll try and figure that out later. So just going to clean the roof off and tap the roof. Nick, what have you been doing to the engine?
Oh, so for me this evening, I changed the trumpets over so that the throttle linkage is now fully in the middle. Throttle position sensor is now fitted, and this is all fully tight now. This is all absolutely solid, and it's given us a bit more room. We were panicking a little bit of just how close it is down here to the servo. Future, we will be getting rid of the servo in favour of pedal box, etc. But right now we're running it. So we've got a bit more room now, so we can get a filter system on top of it, so we don't go sucking in anything that we don't want to. So yeah, that's all buttoned up. I'm just going to tidy up a little bit, and then my next port of call is to figure out this gearbox linkage. Hopefully, something out of a Cavalier should fit. So I'm just going to have a double check and yeah, find out what we need.
Awesome. Unfortunately, as we're now in October, the light fades very quick, so these videos are probably going to get very dark and very annoying with the fluorescent lights. Right, so we've got a sheet lined out on top of the roof. We're just contemplating whether to take the backing off the whole thing and just go for it, full send. We'll put it back halfway and do half, and then the other half.
Half moon. I'm saying half. You're going full send.
We're a bit more full send around here though.
We are more full send.
Suck it and see.
You're the pro at this, so if you
I
reckon
don't know,
you can...
pro.
Well, you've done the whole car, so
Yeah.
I reckon if you reckon full send, I'm with you. 100%.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's go full send, ladies and gentlemen.
Cool, right. I would put a time lapse on, but it's boring because it goes on forever. You just see
Bore
me
you to
squeeze the thing.
tears.
But I'll let you know if it worked, or we rip it off and throw it away. Wish us luck.
So Steph, how's full send going for you?
Yeah, no, full send wasn't the right option.
I mean, I'm determined not to give up on this, but Steph's not convinced.
eBay wrap is not the correct wrap for full send.
No.
Little by little, I'm afraid.
Let's see what we can get out of this. This fluorescent light is really annoying, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh well.
Well, only if I knew an electrician that could change the LEDs for me.
Well, yeah, if only you did know an electrician. Right. Full send works.
Yes!
Can't believe it did.
Yes, it does.
This man nearly threw the towel in.
I knew I was right all along.
You liar. He absolutely threw a hissy fit and was ready to rip it off and quit and go home, which is there, so it's not far for him, but we persisted. It's not perfect. There's a couple of places we've got to just put a little pin in, but considering, yeah, it looked really awful, and there was times where it very, very, very nearly ripped. We managed to get away with murder, I think, really. There you go, let's see if the light does it justice, but obviously we're tucking this in here under the windowsill, so ignore that bit for the minute, but I'd say we nailed that one, mate, somehow.
Yes, I don't know how.
I don't know how. There was a moment over here where it all went horribly wrong. Overstretched the wrap, but somehow
We got it back.
we got it back.
So if anyone wants us to wrap your race car, hook us up with a good price.
What a chance! I could not do this as a daily job. But you did make a fair point, didn't you? This is cheap eBay wrap, and we've managed to do the whole car. Nearly there. It's not far away. And it's alright, it's not perfect, but it looks bloody good. It looks really good. So yeah, mission accomplished on the roof. And to be fair, let's take you around the front. You might not see it because it's a bit dark, but he also got the front end here done as well. This is like a textured plastic, so that's going to be an absolute arse to stick to, but we're going to try and paint that as well. And we may have sourced some white door handles. So realistically, what we got left? Boot and rear bumper. Yeah. And it's done. The wrap is done. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You join us at the race car again, and Steph's brain is going 10 to the dozen. So a little update. Fuel lines are in. I'm not overly happy with the pipe. We might get some braided stuff just to be, obviously it's fuel. If it goes horribly wrong, we don't want it to go kaboom. But we're still having this gearbox headache.
Very dark.
It is really dark, so I'm going to get to the torch. I wonder if GoPro do a torch attachment. Oh, look at that torch attachment to the GoPro. So we have an F18 Vectra gearbox linkage here. Unfortunately, because it's the F18, the box comes with two mounting holes that this bracket here doesn't have, because it's the F20 box, so there's no holes down there. So we're working out how to either fabricate a bracket for this to sit on, which we've just found a spare hole down here which might work, mounting something to the bulkhead, again to move the forwards and backwards play, or we've got the mount or the linkage out of a Cavalier. The problem we have with that is the mount will fit, this will fit, but then this mount doesn't mount properly in the car because it's not for the Vectra. So it's all trying to make one good thing out of lots of different things, and so yeah, just racking the brain a little bit with stuff like that. Hopefully we can come up with some kind of a solution. Other update, actually, whilst I've got you on the camera, we have since ordered the, let's use the GoPro torch attachment again. There is a waterway here for the Gen Vs. We have ordered the bracket that bolts to this, turns down there, and then it will bolt into, if you can see it down there, our original pipework. A radiator is on order, so we'll get a nice new Vectra B radiator in here as well, so that means we can then plumb the car up. And we've also got the throttle linkage on its way as well, so that'll convert the rod and the cable in to be able to use to move that around as so. So there is progress being made. Unfortunately, you would have probably seen already, the car isn't ready for the Burkett, so that's bad, but I mean, it's not a million miles away. Once we've got the plumbing in, the linkage done, the fuel hoses, so I'd be happy with them, then it shouldn't be a million miles away from sending her up to Spark, should we, Steph?
No.
There's obviously other things we want to do. Obviously we still want the wheels white. Most of the wrap's done now. You've probably seen the video, hopefully, of us fighting with that. I say us, him. And yeah, so slowly but surely, there is still some bits of the wrap to do, like the black around here. Still got to do the boot, still got to do the rear bumper. But yeah, so progress. But yeah, typical race car stuff. You feel like you're nearly there, and it's all the little bits that don't make it as easy or as straightforward as we were first thinking. So yeah, hopefully won't be long.
Well guys, that's it for that episode. If you like what you see and want to keep up to date with what we do, make sure you subscribe to the channel, check out all our other videos, hit the subscribe button down below, hit the thumbs up and all that good stuff, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye!